and continued drawing, one eye glued to the church entrance. When the beautiful woman came out of the church, his heart kicked up a notch. There was something about her that called to him, some quality he couldn't quite define. Who was she? Why did she go inside the church these past 2 days? It was Friday, not Sunday. Although he knew some people didn't limit their worship to 1 day a week. The preacher who'd tormented him and his foster siblings had done so nearly every day, rain or shine. A movement behind his mystery girl made him frown. A man wearing black jeans, a black t-shirt, and a black baseball cap pulled low over his eyes stepped out from behind a tree, falling into step just a few yards behind her. A warning tingle shot down the back of Cooper's neck. Every instinct going on high alert. He tossed his charcoal stick down and left his easel, stool, and sketchbook to follow them. At some level, Cooper knew he was taking a risk, leaving the tools of his trade behind. After all, drawing was his livelihood. He couldn't afford to replace whatever someone decided to steal, but the man dressed in black appeared to be keeping a keen eye on the pretty woman, and Cooper didn't like it. He'd lived on the streets long enough to recognize someone with less than honorable intentions when he saw one. When he noticed the pretty woman glancing furtively over her shoulder, he quickened his pace. The guy in black moved faster too. Cooper instinctively knew the guy intended to grab her. He broke into a run and forcefully rammed into the guy, knocking him off his feet. "Run!" he shouted to the pretty girl as the guy in black scrambled up to take a swing at him. Cooper ducked and lashed out with his foot, kicking the guy below the belt. Street fighting at its best. The guy in black moaned and doubled over in pain. It was the break Cooper needed. He rushed forward, irritated to note the pretty girl was still standing there gaping at him in surprise. He scowled. "I told you to run!" You... She looked badly shaken. She belatedly turned and ran. Cooper kept pace, covering her back. He could practically taste the girl's fear as she sent furtive glances at him over her shoulder. "Get away from me!" she shouted. She wanted him to get away from her? What about the guy dressed in black? Cooper was no threat, not like that guy. Suddenly, another man appeared, stepping out from between two buildings. He was dressed exactly like the other guy, all in black, including the same plain black baseball cap. The pretty girl gasped and tried to dart around him, but the stranger reached out to snag her arm. She screamed, and Cooper sprinted forward. "Let her go!" He punched the guy in the face, causing pain to shoot through his hand and up his arm. Not the smartest move, as his hands were his bread and butter. The stranger reared back and must have loosened his hold on the pretty girl's arm enough that she was able to yank free. Cooper followed up with a kick to his groin before spinning away and once more following the pretty girl. This time, she seemed relieved to see him. "This way!" Cooper grabbed her hand, tugging her around the corner. He knew this area of Gatlinburg better than most, from living off the streets and working the tourist crowd. He captured the girl's hand, tugging her to a narrow alley between two buildings. She went along with him, her dark eyes wide with fear. Cooper took every shortcut he could think of to put more distance between them and the two men dressed in black. He finally led her into a coffee shop located 2 blocks from his low-budget apartment. He figured the coffee shop would put her at ease more so than taking her to his private digs. "Who are you?" she managed when they snagged an empty table away from the window. She straightened the small square purse she wore crosswise over her body. "Cooper Orchard. Who are you?" "Mia." She stopped, bit her lip, and glanced away. "Thanks for your help."